Everybody, today we will go to start the topic in the subject Botany plus 2 first year science, that is anatomy of the flowering plants. I am Dr. Arun Kumar Rath from Sri Jaydev College of Education and Technology, Bhubaneswar. Before going to details, first we should know the syllabus. So, syllabus is very simple. Tissues and anatomy, these two words has been underlined, and functions of different parts of flowering plants. And underline means from tissues and from anatomy of maybe root, maybe stem, maybe leaf, they may ask the long question. So, what we will read under this syllabus, we should know it. So, first is what is tissue. So, we will go details about the tissue, types of tissue, etc., like simple, permanent. Types of plant tissues, that is meristematic and permanent tissue. The next is tissue system like epidermal tissue system, ground tissue system and vascular tissue system. After that, anatomy, root, stem and leaf, secondary growth. And today we will continue the 3 aspects out of total 5 aspects, that is what is tissue, types of plant tissue, then tissue system, and we should go for maximum vascular tissue system for today's class. So, next is the topic named is plant anatomy or anatomy of the flowering plant. First we should know what is anatomy, then what is flowering plant. You know that flowering plant means they are grouped under phanerogames, and non-flowering plants are coming under cryptogames. So, again the flowering plants, they are able to produce the flower, or they are considered under separate group that is called as spermatophyta. So, under this we will get the gymnosperm and angiosperms. But as per the syllabus, we should go details of anatomy of particularly angiospermic plant in particular and flowering plant in general. The next is what is anatomy. If we will break the word, ana means to see, tomi means to cut. So, we should see the or study the internal structure of different plant and plant parts simple by section cutting. So, the definition of anatomy is the study about ontogeny, structure and distribution of various types of plant tissues in roots, in stems, leaves, flowers and fruits. So, study of plant anatomy also includes the histology. Now, the question is what is histology? If we break this word histology, then histology means tissue, logos means discourse or study. So, if we study about in details the plant tissues, that is structure, function and organization in details, and also the tissue system, then that is called as histology. So, what the anatomy is helping us? Now, anatomy helps in knowing the structural peculiarities of different group of plants and indicate the structural adaptation in diverse environments. So, anatomy helps in knowing the structural peculiarities. So, what type of differences are available in different plant parts. So, that is the structural peculiarities of different group of plants and indicates the structural adaptation to diverse environment. As for example, one plant is available at seashore, another plant is available in desert, another plant is available in cold climate. So, there is a little bit differentiation in internal structure, and specific type of plants found in the desert, specific type of plants found near the seashore, and also specific type of plants available in cold climate. So, definitely we will get the different parts having the different types of anatomical structure. Now, we will go to the tissue definition of tissue. So, tissue, you know that it is a group of similar or dissimilar type of cells having a common origin and usually performing the specific function are generally called as tissue. So, before going to tissue, now we should know how the tissues has been developed or organized. So, we should go for the cellular organization. So, what is cellular organization? First is biomolecules. Then biomolecules are organized in different organelles. Then after the different organelles along with the nucleus, they are forming the cell. Then so many cells having the same structure or different structure, but performing the specific function is called a tissue. Again the tissues, group of tissue are organized to forming the tissue system. Again the tissue system, they are forming the what? Now, generally forming the organ. Then organ, what they are forming? Organ system. And finally the whole body, particularly in animals. But in plants there is absence of organ system and also specific type of organs as like animals. So, in plants we should read, because we should read about the botany. So, it is classified into two types. Then plant tissue generally classified into two types. Kon asila? Now, one is meristematic tissue, another is the permanent tissue. So, meristematic tissue will go details, but anyhow under the meristematic tissue we are having the three types of meristem, that is apical meristem, intercalary meristem and lateral meristem. And under permanent tissue we are having again two classification, that is simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. Again the simple permanent tissue are three types, that is parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Then permanent tissue, complex permanent tissue are generally two types, that is xylem and phloem. Pele mu au thore kahi dauchi. So, plant tissue generally dui bhagare vibhakta, gote hela meristematic tissue, au gote hela permanent tissue. Again meristematic tissue jodi ame specific type ro dekhiba, tale apical meristem, intercalary meristem and lateral meristem. Jodi ame permanent tissue jiba, tale simple permanent tissue, again tini bhagare vibhakta, parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. तापर आमर रहिला कम्प्लेक्स परमानेंट टिश्यू दुई भागरे विभक्त, ता हैला जाइलेम एवं फ्लोएम. तो ये जिनिस को आमे डिटेल्स आसीबा, डिटेल्स आमे सब जानिबा. तो नाउ वी शुड गो और वी शुड नो अबाउट मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यू. सो व्हाट इज मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यू? Now meristematic tissue is a simple tissue composed of group of similar and immature cells which can divide and form new cells. The portion of the plant having meristematic tissue is called as what? Is called as meristem, and the term meristem was given by whom? The term meristem was given by Nageli. এই জিনিসটি মনে রাখিব, the term meristem was given by Nageli. Then what is meristem? The portion of the plant having the meristematic tissue is called as meristem. So now we'll go details about the classification of meristem. ता पूर्वरु जीवा पूर्वरु classification हमें जानिबा दरकार, what is the characteristics of meristem or meristematic tissue. They are isodiametric, प्राय समस्तंकर diameter समान, and generally they are tetracoidecahedron, ता माने सेमानंकर 14 sides अच्छी. They are compactly arranged without intercellular spaces. The organelles are inactive form or in premature form and having the dense cytoplasm, and nucleus is very active. So this is the characteristics of meristem. So now we'll go to the classification of meristem. There are so many criteria, and first criteria is classification based on origin. तो कोठ origin है किए कोठ origin है ताको देमे जानिबा ताले it is two types, that is primary meristem and secondary meristem. यदि पोजीशन हमें देखिबा को पोजीशन ने से माने रहउचंती को जगह रे द टर्मिनल पोर्शन किबा अपेक्स रे रहिले ताको हमें कहबा अपिकल मेरिस्टेम. लेटरल साइड रे रहिला लेटरल मेरिस्टेम, नोड ऊपर को रहिला ताको हमें कहबा इंटरकैलरी मेरिस्टेम. तापर आसीबो प्लेन ऑफ डिवीजन. प्लेन ऑफ डिवीजन ने आसला रिब मेरिस्टेम, तापर आसला प्लेट मेरिस्टेम, तापर आसला मास मेरिस्टेम. रिब मेरिस्टेम माने गोटे प्लेन ने डिवाइड हबो, प्लेट मेरिस्टेम माने दीटा प्लेन ने डिवाइड हबो एवं मास मेरिस्टेम माने they divide in many planes. The next is function, and based on function there are three types, that is protoderm, procambium and ground meristem. And generally procambium in future gives rise to vascular tissue system, protoderm gives rise to epidermal tissue system, and ground meristem gives rise to ground tissue system. So now we will go details about the apical meristem, intercalary meristem and lateral meristem based on position and as per your syllabus. तुम syllabus रेती की रही छी तो ता विषय में टिके अवगत हबा. तो apical meristem generally found at tips of shoots and root. तो याकु हम गोटे डायग्राम एठी करिछु एवं तीनटा मेरिस्टेम हम देखैछु. अपेक्स अग्र भाग रे देखा गला apical meristem, नोड रो ऊपर रहिला कि इंटरकैलरी मेरिस्टेम एवं साइड रे रहिला lateral meristem. एवं तीन जनकर काम कौन ना एपिकल आउ इंटरकैलरी मेरिस्टेम जेनराली दे आर इंक्रीजिंग द हाइट, से माने हाइट बढ़ेबे गछर. जो लेटरल मेरिस्टेम साइड रे रहिछि एंड दे आर इंक्रीजिंग द डायमीटर और गिर्थ साइड रे रहिछि. तन गछर मोटे बढ़ेबा पई लेटरल मेरिस्टेम रो काम, गछर हाइट बढ़िबा पई एपिकल आउ इंटरकैलरी मेरिस्टेम रो काम. एवं तुमे माने देखिथिबो घास जो अच्छी घास जो जेनराली जोठी ग्रो होइताए से पड़िया खोला पड़िया हो किंबा बिल हो किंबा हिड़ बंध हो से घास होइतिबो से काटिला परे किंबा गाई गोरु छेली खाई सारला परे एगेन देखिबो किछि दिन परे से घास गुडा कौन कि सेही टाइप रो हो जाइतिबो. कौन पई ना ड्यू टू प्रेजेंस ऑफ इंटरकैलरी मेरिस्टेम. द इंटरकैलरी मेरिस्टेम हेल्पिंग इन अगेन व्हाट ना रीजनरेशन ऑफ द सेल और द टिश्यू. सो आम लिखीचु occurs in grasses between mature tissue. The lateral meristem generally produces secondary tissues. They are forming the cambium, core cambium, etc. And they are also lateral in position and helping in particularly increasing of girth diameter. तो एटा देखो एटा रूट एपिकल मेरिस्टेम रो चित्र दिया जाइछि. जस्ट रूट कैप रो तो ऊपर को आमे पाइबो रूट एपिकल मेरिस्टेम. किंतु स्टेम रे कोन हेतिबो अग्र भाग कि लीफ जो बाहर थो से जगार आम पाइचु कौन ना पर्टिकुलाली एपिकल मेरिस्टेम. तो स्टेम रो इमिडिएटली अपेक्स रे रही एवं रूट रे जस्ट एबव द रूट कैप रो जस्ट टिके ऊपर को आमर रही कौन ना एपिकल मेरिस्टेम. Then now we will go about the permanent tissue. So this is all about your meristematic tissue. मु भाबुची समस्ते बुझी पारिथिबो. Now we will go to permanent tissue. देखो meristematic tissue having the capacity of division and redivision. When the meristematic tissue they lose or loss the power of division and redivision is called as permanent tissue. However, sometimes the permanent tissues may regain the meristematic activity and directly behaving as secondary meristem. तो सेगुड़ा किए ना particularly parenchyma they are regaining sometime the meristematic activity and they are acting as secondary meristem. So anyhow the cells that have become structurally and functionally specialized and lose the ability to divide are called permanent tissue. So permanent tissues having all cells similar in structure and function are called simple permanent tissues, and those having different kinds of cells or tissues are called as complex tissues. So it is simple permanent tissue and another is complex tissue. एवं complex tissue रो हमें example already कही अच्छु सी हैला xylem and phloem. Now we'll go. The simple permanent tissue are basically or broadly classified into three types. जोटा कि आम चित्र देखु तुमको एवं सी आसला कौन ना पेरिनकाइमा, कोलेनकाइमा एंड स्क्लेरेनकाइमा. तो बर्तमान आम डिटेल्स जीवा क्या विषय ना पेरिनकाइमा कौन आम जानिबा. देख पेरिनकाइमा देखा जाउछि चित्र रे ग्रीन कलर बिकॉज दे आर जनरली रिच्ड विथ क्लोरोफिल पिगमेंट. एंड पेरिनकाइमा इज ए simplest permanent सबुठारु सिंपल टाइप एवं simplest permanent simple type of living tissues which is made up of thin walled तमाने wall गुड़ा पतला है तो thin wall isodiametric cells. Thin wall means cell wall is thin and isodiametric means they are having the similar diameter. Each cell encloses a large central vacuole. प्रत्येक cell ले गुटे बड़ा vacuole थिबा and peripheral cytoplasm containing nucleus. तने centrally placed vacuole थिबो एवं cytoplasm गुटे side को ठेली देई थिबो. So peripheral cytoplasm containing what? Nucleus. They are found in non-woody जोटा टाण काठ नुह कि soft wood, soft area रे stem, root, leaf, fruit, flower से जगह थिबे. जोटा टाण काठ हो जिवो कि टाण हो जिवो से जगह आसी जिवे किए either कोलेनकाइमा or स्क्लेरेनकाइमा. They store the food and provide turgidity to softer parts of the plant. They store the food, ସେମାନେ store କରୁଛନ୍ତି food and provide turgidity to softer parts of the plant. The turgidity means they maintain the osmotic pressure by which the plant maintain its normal size. न हेले plant कौन हबो squeeze हो जिवो लोचा कोचा हो जिवो. So due to parenchyma tissue they are maintaining the turgidity किंबा गच्छ पूरा सुस्थ सबल किंबा डौल डौल देखा जीव क्या ना पेरिनकाइमा टिश्यू पाई. तो एगुड़ा देख पेरिनकाइमा टिश्यू आल्सो हैविंग द स्पेस एंड दैट स्पेस इज पर्टिकुलरली कॉल्ड एज intercellular spaces. So parenchyma tissue are having the intercellular spaces. Again the parenchyma tissue may be different types depending upon the performing the function. If it is parenchyma contains air, that is called as erenchyma. If it contains chlorophyll pigment, then called as chlorenchyma. If the parenchyma contains the reserved material, then the parenchyma cells or the simple tissues are called as idioblast. Idioblast. Anyhow, these are the higher study. तुम जेति कि आमे सिलेबस रची सेति कि आमे टच कलु किंतु तुमे मने रख दे मे बी डिफरेंट टाइप्स. Then another is the colenchyma. So colenchyma is also a living, but the cell wall is not thick, but they are unevenly thick or irregularly thick. तो cell wall टा जेते बेले irregularly thick हबो किंबा unevenly thick हबो तेनु सेई पेरेनकाइमा को आमे कहि परिबानी पेरेनकाइमा ताको आमे कहबा कोलेनकाइमा. So colenchyma is a living, irregularly thick walled, having the cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin in their wall, and oval or spherical or polygonal, often contain chlorophyll pigment. बेले बेले मध्य सेतिरे chlorophyll pigment अछि. They provide mechanical support because they are not irregular, they are not regularly thick, they are not thin, and they are irregularly thick. So definitely thick means they should provide mechanical support to the growing parts of the plant, particularly young stem. तो एगुड़ा कौटी रहिथिबो ना these are generally found in stem and branches of fruiting trees. तुमे देखिथिबो आंब गछ जेते बेले बौल होउची आंब आसुची डाळ हठात भांगु नाही तलकू नई पड़ुची. दरकार पड़े तुम घर पाखरे किंबा बाड़ी रे जदि आंब गछ थिबो किंबा स्कूल ले थिबो तुमे हाथ पाहांतरे पाई परिबो आंब पिजुली. जेते पिजुली किंबा आंब सरी जाउची गछ डाळ ऊपर को उठी जिवो तनु फल पाई ये तलकू नई आसिला फल नथिला बेले ऊपर को उठिला. So that is only possible due to your colenchyma. Then another is the sclerenchymas or sclerenchyma. So sclerenchymas are supportive tissue having highly thick walled dead cells with little or no protoplasm due to deposition of cellulose or lignin. So it is totally dead and the cell wall is highly thick, and sometimes protoplasm may present or totally absent, and their cell wall is highly lignified or made up of cellulose and lignin in their cell wall. Again, there are two types. One is fiber, another is the sclerids. There are again two types, that is fibers and sclerids. Then what is fibers? Now fibers are generally elongated cells with wider lumen and less thick wall, and sclerids are rounded or oval type having narrow lumen and more thick wall. So these are rounded or oval shaped, and fibers are generally elongated and hair like, having a wider lumen and less thick walled. Both are having good amount of lignin in their cell wall. So they are exclusively mechanical tissue, and they provide strength, stamina, etc. to the plant. They also provide mechanical support to mature plant organs to tolerate bending, shearing, compression, etc. So these are the sclerenchyma. Again, the fibers are different types depending upon their utility and availability. सेमाने कोठी देखा जाउचंती एवं कौन तांकर. तेणु again two types means they may be particularly xylary fibers or extraxylary fibers. Extraxylary fibers are also otherwise called as phloem fibers or bast fibers, and in particularly in earth or in world, maximum economical important plant fibers are particularly phloem fibers. तामाने तार एग्जांपल है झोट किंबा आमर आसीबो कण ना हेम्प किंबा आमर आसीबो छणपट्टा एगुडा सबु कण ना दीज आर phloem fibers. So phloem fibers having good economic importance as compared to the xylary fibers. So phloem fibers is also otherwise called as bast fibers. And this is all about your simple tissues. We have discussed about parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Now we should go for complex tissue. The name implies that a name किबा नारु आमे जानुचु complex तामाने ए लोकोटी complex ए लोकोटी simple. Complex माने से याडू साडू गोलिया मालिया ही कि थिबो एवं simple माने पूरा आराम से हेई पारुथबो के लोकोटा को भलो के में चिन्हि पारिबा. किंबा आमे बेले बेले मैथमेटिक्स सॉल्व करूचु, फिजिक्स सॉल्व करूचु, एटेला कॉम्प्लिकेटेड प्रॉब्लम तामाने कष्ट अब सॉल्व करिबा पई simple problem तामाने immediately put the formula, get the result, that is called as simple problem. Anyhow आमे simple problem तो पटानी रे आसीबो नाही, हमर आसीगला simple tissue आमे सारिलु, बर्तमान आमे complex जिबु. तो complex means definitely it is composed of more than one type of tissues. तो more than one type of tissue रे तयारी ताकू आमे generally कहिबा complex tissue. If the complex tissue made up of more than one type of cells or more than one type of simple tissues, then called as complex tissues. Then again the complex tissues are basically two types. Now one is xylem, another is the phloem. So complex tissues are again two types, that is xylem and phloem. So we should know about the xylem first. तो एतिके मन डिटेल जीवा पूर्वर आमे जानिबा xylem रो कामो हैला तार मेजर फंक्शन पानी, वाटर एवं मिनरल्स को सी ऑब्जर्व करिकी चारिआडे गछ को सप्लाई करिबो. एवं phloem रो कामो हैला खाद्य नली, गछर खाद्य नली हैला phloem. तेणु phloem नली द्वारा किबा phloem नाली द्वारा आमर खाद्य चारिआडे को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हबो. So anyhow we should know about the xylem first. So xylem is a conducting tissues as well as vascular tissues, and generally conducting tissue for water and minerals from roots to the stem and leaves. तेणु रूट पाखरु आरंभ करी अर्थात गछर चेर पाखरु आरंभ करी लीफ पर्यंत जहाँ पानी सप्लाई होउची, जहाँ मिनरल सप्लाई होउची, ताहा केवल पॉसिबल है xylem पाई. It is composed of four different components or elements. कौन से माने न से माने ले tracheids, vessels, then xylem fibers or wood fibers and xylem parenchyma or wood parenchyma. तो से माने चारिटा भागरे विभक्त किंबा चारिटा जिनिस कंपोनेंट हेले कंप्लीट जाइलेम तैयारी हबो. आउ थरे रिपीट करूची पिले. गोटेला ट्रैकिड्स, गोटेला वेसल्स, गोटेला जाइलेम फाइबर्स और वुड फाइबर्स एवं आउ लास्ट हेला जाइलेम पेरेन्काइमा और फ्लोएम पेरेन्काइमा. सो नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज व्हाट इज ट्रैकिड्स एवं ट्रैकिड्स और वेसल आमे जे बुझिबा ताले जदि आमे सरू सरू पाइप नबा बहुत सरू सरू पाइप तमाने मोटा पाइप न धर मु बर्तमान पानी गोटे सप्लाई करी हाफ इंच पाइप नेबी इंचिका पाइप नेबी सरू सरू पाइप नेली एवं सरू पाइप जो मेंचाई रखी दीज आर द ट्रैकिड्स. यदि सरू पाइप गुड़ा मिसई देली एवं मझिरे सब कणा करदेली मोटा पाइप हो गला. सो मोटा पाइप माने वेसल. दिस इज द फंडामेंटल थिंग्स. तो सरू पाइप है जनरली ट्रैकिड्स, ओसारिया पाइप मोटा पाइप गछर सी है वेसल्स. एनी हाउ ट्रैकिड्स आर एलोंगेटेड और ट्यूब लाइक. ट्यूब माने पाइप जानी गला. सो एलोंगेटेड माने लंबालिया. सो ट्रैकिड्स आर एलोंगेटेड और ट्यूब लाइक सेल्स with thick and lignified walls and tapering ends. ता माने thick wall हेतिबो एवं lignin ता भितरे थिबो. tapering end माने दीटा अग्रभाग से pointed हेतिबो अर्थात pointed हेकि रहितिबो. जनरली ताकू हमें कहबा कोन ना पर्टिकुलरली वी शुड से दैट इज ट्रैकिड्स. तो तार चित्र में देखिबा. सो देखो एटी pointed end अछि, thick wall अछि एवं दिस इज द ट्रैकिड. ट्रैकिड देखो जेति की ओसार गुडे ताडू अधिक ओसार किए ना वेसल्स. सो वेसल को मध्य हमें कहूँ ट्रैकिया. ट्रैकिड को ट्रैकिड कहलु, वेसल को हमें कहलु ट्रैकिया और वेसल. एवं ये ला जनरली जाइलेम पेरेन्काइमा एवं ये जनरली जनरल पेरेन्काइमा टाइप रो अछि. एवं ये ला फाइबर जनरली फाइबर लंबालिया एवं टोटली डेड. एवं एटी चारिटा कंपोनेंट भितरु तुमर केवल जाइलेम पेरेन्काइमा मने रख is only living component of the xylem and rest three अर्थात tracheids, vessels and fibers are dead in nature or they are having the highly thick wall. Then now the vessel is what mu already तुमको कहिछि मोटा पाइप ले vessel हबो. So vessel is a long cylindrical tube like structure made up of many cells called vessel member. गुड़ाए सेल ले तैयारी ताको हमें कुछ vessel members each with lignified walls and a large central cavity. प्रत्येकଙ୍କର lignified wall अछि एवं मझिरे मध्य गुडे central cavity अछि. ताकू छाडला परे vessel ले मध्य रहिछि pit, simple pit एवं sometimes border pits are also found in the vessel and also in the trachea. Next is xylem fiber. It is also another non-living component and thick walled and obliterated central lumen. तमने मझिरे बड़ ओसारिया cavity थिबो which may either be septate or aseptate. Septate means they are having either separating wall or without separating wall, but it is dead totally. It is totally dead. एवं कौन होची ना septate or aseptate having a large lumen or the cavity. The xylem parenchyma is the living component. So xylem parenchyma cells are living and thin walled and their cell walls are made up of cellulose. तो ये ला xylem parenchyma nucleus रहिछि, cytoplasm रहिछि एवं these are the parenchyma tissue एवं it is thin walled and living in nature. तो आउ थे तुमको मने पकाउछि out of 4 components of xylem, tracheids, vessels and xylem fibers are non-living in nature, whereas the xylem parenchyma is living in nature. And the xylem store food materials. A particular xylem parenchyma store food materials in the form of starch or fat or tannins. So xylem parenchyma store the reserve food materials in the form of starch, fat or tannin. Again, the xylem may be classified into primary xylem and secondary xylem depending upon their origin. यदि प्रथमे जो xylem टे तैयारी हैला ताको हमें कहबो प्राइमरी xylem एवं जे परमानेंट टिश्यू रो तैयारी हबो ताको हमें कहबो सेकेंडरी xylem. Anyhow, again the primary xylem is two types depending upon their again origin point of view. जोटा आग तैयारी हबो ताकू आमे कहबू प्रोटोजाइलम जोटा पछरे तैयारी हबो ताकू आमे कहबू मेटाजाइलम. So again the primary xylem is divisible into two types, that is protoxylem and metaxylem. Protoxylem is the first formed xylem and metaxylem is the late formed xylem. So again depending upon the arrangement of proto and meta किमिति का arrangement है कि गोटे particular root रे किंबा stem रे किंबा leaf रे अच्छन ताको यदि पढ़िबा then it is basically 2 to 3 types. And here we have mentioned the two types. One is endark condition and another is the exarch condition. So what is endark? Now if the protoxylem is present towards periphery, if the protoxylem is present towards particularly the periphery and metaxylem towards center, then that is called as exarch. So protoxylem present towards periphery and metaxylem towards center, that is called as exarch. ताकू उल्टे दियो protoxylem towards center and metaxylem towards periphery, so that is called as what? Endark. So endark condition is generally found in the root anatomy and endark condition is found generally in stem anatomy and exarch condition is generally found in root anatomy. Mu आउ थरे को repeat करूची. Depending upon the organization of the proto and meta, the xylem is again 2 to 3 types. One is exarch, another is the endark. In exarch condition, the protoxylem is present towards periphery and metaxylem present towards center. So that is called as exarch condition. In endark condition, protoxylem present towards what? Now protoxylem present towards particularly in endark condition, the protoxylem present towards periphery center and metaxylem present towards periphery, that is called as endark. So endark is commonly found in stem anatomy and exarch is generally found in root anatomy. And if we go to the function mu already kahichi, xylem helping in conduction of water and minerals and also provides mechanical support. Then now we will go to the phloem. So mu already mention karichi, phloem transport food materials usually from leaves to other parts of the plant. The leaf रे खाद्य तैयारी हैला, सेठी खाद्य तैयारी हैला परे से विभिन्न जगह को distribute करिवो. So phloem transport food materials usually from leaves and to other parts of the plant, and phloem in angiosperms is composed of sheath tube elements, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. ये मध्य xylem type रो चारिटा component रे तैयारी आउ थरे कहूची, sheath tube, companion cell, phloem parenchyma, phloem fibers. सेठी तीनटा थिला डेड, xylem रो तीनटा component डेड थिले किंतु एटी ठीक रिवर्स की ओलोटा. एटी तीनटा component हला living, गोटे component हला dead. So phloem fibers is dead and sheath tubes, companion cell and phloem parenchyma are living. तो याको मैं डायग्राम गोटे एटी करिछु. तो देखो ये सिप प्लेट टाइप रही, सिप ट्यूब ऊपर गोटे प्लेट चालुनी टाइप जिनस रही कहबू सिप प्लेट. एटा सिप ट्यूब खाद्य नली टाइप रही कि सबुठ पिक्युलारिटी है मैच्योर्ड सिप ट्यूब्स आर जेनरली लिविंग विदाउट न्यूक्लियस. देन सिप ट्यूब को सबुबले भिडिकी किंबा लागिकी रही कंपानियन सेल. Without sieve tube, companion cell cannot exist, and without companion cell, sieve tube never exist. So it is generally associated strongly companion cell with the sieve tube. Then ता चारिपटे रहिला कि ना phloem parenchyma, एठी हमें phloem fibers देखे नाउ. तो ये स्ट्रक्चर टाला sieve plate. So phloem in angiosperm is composed of sieve tube elements, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. Sieve tube elements are again two types, one is sieve cells and another is the sieve tube. And your sieve tube elements are also long, tube-like structures, arranged longitudinally and are associated with the companion cell. The companion cells are specialized parenchymatous cells which are closely associated with sieve tube elements. And phloem parenchyma is made up of elongated, tapering or pointed cylindrical cells which have dense cytoplasm and nucleus absent in most of the monocot. So, phloem parenchyma generally absent in most of the monocots. Then another is the phloem fibers. So, phloem fibers is the dead. It otherwise called as bast fiber are made up of sclerenchymatous cells or fibers like cells generally absent in primary phloem but are found in the secondary phloem, which are much elongated, unbranched and have pointed needle-like apices or apex. At maturity, phloem fibers lose their protoplasm and become dead. तो जब mature हो गला phloem कौन करिबो fibers generally तारो protoplasm नष्ट हो जिवो and become dead. The first form again like xylem. The primary phloem is two types. The first form primary phloem consists of narrow sheath tubes and is referred as protoploem, and the late formed bigger size tubes referred to as what? Metaploem. Now repeat karuchi. The first formed primary phloem consists of narrow sheath tubes and is referred to as protoploem, and the later formed phloem has bigger sheath tubes and is referred to as what? Metaploem. So, like primary xylem, it is also two types like protoploem and metaploem. So, this is all about your complex tissue. तो या भितर आमे टिश्यू रो डेफिनेशन सारिले, मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यू कोन ताको जानिले, एपिकल इंटरकल लेटरल, तापरे आमे जानिले सिंपल टिश्यूज पेरेन्काइमा, कोलेन्काइमा एंड स्क्लेरेन्काइमा, तापरे आमे जानिले कॉम्प्लेक्स टिश्यू दैट इज xylem and phloem. Now as per the syllabus we should go for tissue system. तो तुम्हें already जानिଛ many tissues are forming a particularly tissue system. The गुडाए tissues aggregate हे जिबे आमे पाइबा कोन ना will get a structure that is called a tissue system. So many organs they are aggregated, will get the organ system. So tissue system is the what? Collection of tissues performing the same general function, and they have to perform a common general function, so that is called a tissue system. And according to Sachs 1975, there are three major tissue systems in plants are available. What are they? What are these? These are epidermal tissue system, ground or fundamental tissue system, and vascular tissue system. We will read one after another. So, tissue system is basically three types, that is epidermal tissue system, ground tissue system and vascular tissue system. Now, we will go details about the what? Epidermal tissue system. So, details before going to details आमे टिके डायग्राम रे देखिबा को जगह रे प्लांट रो एपिडर्मल रहिछि, को जगह रे ग्राउंड रहिछि, को जगह रे vascular रहिछि. एवं एटा हला गोटे anatomy of the stem anatomy रो जनरल एटा गोटे स्ट्रक्चर. तो stem anatomy जे हम स्ट्रक्चर देखुछु तो सेही जगह रे पर्टिकुलरली हम देखिबा कोन ना दिस इज द एपिडर्मिस, and epi means outer, derma means skin, बाहर जोटा रहिला that is epidermis. देखो little bit तुमरा red color हिच. Then this is the vascular tissue, that is xylem, phloem एटा सब रहिचंती जो गैप देखुछ एला vessels of the xylem एवं मझरे रहिछि pith. तो एई जे xylem phloem जेतिकी रहिला ताको हम कहलु vascular tissue. So in between epidermal tissue and vascular tissue is your ground tissue system. या भितरे तुमर रहिला ground tissue system. So now we will go details about the what? Epidermal tissue system. The tissues mu already कहिछि, epi means upon, derma means skin. तो जो tissue system ता generally बाहर पटे रहुछि ताको हमें कहबा epidermal tissue system. So the tissues of this system originate from the outermost layer of apical meristem. It forms the outermost covering of various plant organs which remains in direct contact with the environment. That means epidermal tissue system bahar ku plant ro expose heiki rahichi. So it consists of what? Epidermal cells, stomata and epidermal appendages. एथिरे स्टोमाटा एपिडर्मल अपेंडेजेस एवं सेल ए सब जिनिस रही। सो एपिडर्मल सेल्स स्टोमाटा epidermal appendages. Again the epidermal appendages is trichomes and hairs. So now we'll go what is epidermis. So epidermis is generally single layered. Parenchymatous, parenchyma simple tissue re tiyari with waxy thick layer ta charipote wax covering heiki thibo bele bele cuticle to prevent the water loss. तो पत्र चारिपटे क्यूटिकल कि wax थिबो, stem चारिपटे मध्य थिबो to reduce the water loss. So epidermis is single layered parenchymatous with waxy thick layers cuticle to prevent the water loss. So besides that, sometimes the multiple epidermis is also found in xerophytic plant. More than one layer of epidermis, that is called as multiple epidermis, found in what? In xerophytic plant. So next is stomata. Stomata is present in epidermis of leaves, particularly in green parts of the plant. It regulates the transpiration and gaseous exchange. In dicots, stomata are bean shaped, simba manji type and having two guard cells enclosing the stomatal pore or closing the stomatal pore. In monocot, the stomata is generally dumbbell shaped. Monocot are generally dumbbell shaped stomata generally found. And particularly the guard cells, individual guard cells may be dumbbell shaped or may be bean shaped, but contains chloroplasts and helping in opening and closing of stomata depending upon the what osmotic pressure or turgidity of the guard cell. If the guard cells are turgid or absorb good amount of water or moisture, then stomata remain open. If there is a flaccidity or loss of water from the guard cell, then stomata get closed. So depending upon the turgidity and flaccidity, stomata gets open and closed. And finally the guard cells are surrounded by many numbers of subsidiary cells. So the stomatal aperture, guard cells and surrounding subsidiary cell. Stomatal aperture means opening space, then the guard cells and the subsidiary cells are combinedly known as stomatal apparatus. Are combinedly known as what? Na stomatal apparatus. Bartman ame stomata dekhiba. This is the stomata of the monocot. So it is dumbbell shaped. And it is the stomata of dicot. Here you see this is the guard cell. It is a bean shaped. And this is the stomatal pore. And around the guard cell, this is your particularly epidermal cell, or these are the subsidiary cell. These are the epidermal cell and these are the what? Subsidiary cell. So epote amara rahichi kana na subsidiary cell. So subsidiary cell, stomatal pore and guard cells are combinedly known as stomatal apparatus. So epidermis also contains a number of hairs. It also contains a number of hairs. Root hairs are unicellular elongation of epidermal cell. Trichomes are present on stems. Choto choto hair thibo multicellular, these are called trichomes, which are multicellular, branched or unbranched, preventing water loss due to what? Due to transpiration. So this is all about your epidermal tissue system. Now we'll go details about the what? Ground tissue system. So ground tissue system is otherwise called as fundamental tissue system. Ground tissue system is otherwise called as what? Fundamental tissue system. So ground tissue system includes all the tissues of plant body except epidermal tissue system and vascular tissues. It forms the bulk of body. So maximum portion of the body they contribute ke karibo na ground or fundamental tissue system. So the tissue system mainly originates from ground meristem. They may be originated particularly from the ground meristem, and it comprises hypodermis, general cortex, endodermis, pericycle, pith and medullary rays. So if we will go to the composition of ground or fundamental tissue system, it is generally hypodermis, general cortex, endodermis, pericycle, pith and medullary rays. So we will go one after another. So next is your cortex. So cortex is present just below the epidermis. So again the cortex is differentiated into hypodermis, general cortex and endodermis. So hypodermis, hypo means below, derma means skin. So it generally present immediately below the epidermis and it is generally sclerenchymatous or maybe cholenchymatous. Cholenchymatous in dicot stem and sclerenchymatous particularly in monocot stem. So next is your general cortex. So this is otherwise called a storage tissue or packing tissue and it is parenchymatous in nature. Then inner to the general cortex we will get the endodermis or we can say starch sheath. So endodermis is usually single layered and parenchymatous. Sometimes the endodermis contains thick layer of cells and that is particularly called as Casparian strips. So Casparian strips are chemically made up of what? Suberin pigment. A fully developed endodermis is found in all types of roots and endodermis with characteristic Casparian bands is particularly absent in woody dicot stem, monocot stem and also leaves of angiosperms. The next is your pericycle. So it is a single layered or multi-layered cylinder of thin-walled or thick-walled cells present between the endodermis and vascular tissues. So its position in between vascular tissue and endodermis. In some cases the pericycle is made up of thin-walled, particularly in the roots. In some cases, particularly in the root, the pericycle is made up of thin-walled parenchymatous cells which later on gives rise to lateral roots. So lateral roots are originated from the pericycle particularly in dicot root. In some cases the pericycle is made up of many layers of sclerenchymatous cells like cucurbita or we can say कखारु गछर डांग किंबा जो खाड़ कहउछ किंबा नाड़ी सेतिरे कोन अछि ना sclerenchyma तयारी or in the form of alternating bands of thin walled and thick walled cells like sunflower. In dicot roots the cork cambium originates in the pericycle which results in the formation of periderm. So pericycle also gives rise to a part of vascular cambium in particularly dicot roots. The next is your pith or medulla. So it is the central part. Pith is the central part or medulla. So it occupies the central part in dicot stem and monocot root. It is mostly made up of parenchymatous cells. In dicot root, pith is completely obliterated by the metaxylem elements. In dicot stem, the pith cells between the vascular bundles become radially elongated and known as primary medullary rays or pith rays and they help in lateral translocation. तमाने जो vertical translocation होबा कथा pith or medulla also helping in what? Lateral translocation of the food materials and sometimes the water and minerals. The next is your vascular tissue system. This is the last part and that is called as vascular tissue system. So vascular tissue system is the central cylinder mu agaru diagram तुमको देखेई अछि. Central cylinder of the shoot of the root surrounded by cortex and that is called as stele. The varying number of vascular bundles formed inside the stele constitute the vascular tissue system. So inside the stele or within the stele they are forming the what? Na vascular tissue system and xylem, phloem, cambium or cambium may be absent, they are forming the vascular bundles. So vascular bundles are the composition of xylem, phloem with or without cambium. Anyhow, we will go details about the different types of vascular bundles found in particularly angiospermic plant. So different types of vascular bundles, generally it may be open type or may be closed type. Anyhow, open type, closed type em bujiba. So in open type of vascular bundle the cambium is present. In closed type of vascular bundle the cambium is totally absent and open type of vascular bundle generally found in dicot stem anatomy and closed type of vascular bundle is generally found in monocot stem anatomy. Again they are classified into radial type and conjoint type. Again the conjoint type is collateral, bicollateral and concentric. Again the concentric is amphicrival or amphivasal. So what is radial type? Now, in radial type, xylem and phloem are found in separate patches. If they are found in same patch, that is called as conjoint. And again, collateral, bicollateral, one lateral side, that means it is having only one patch of xylem, one patch of phloem. In bicollateral, xylem patch is 1, but phloem patch is 2 and cambium patch is 2. In concentric, either xylem is completely surrounded by phloem or phloem is completely surrounded by xylem. Bartman ame taku lekhichu. So, what is radial? Now, xylem and phloem strands alternate with each other, separated by parenchymatous cells. Such kinds of vascular bundles are called as radial and particularly found in the root anatomy. Then conjoint, a vascular bundle having both xylem and phloem together is called conjoint. Normally the xylem and phloem occur in same radius, not in different radius. If it is different radius, that is called as radial. Normally the xylem and phloem occurs in the same radius, they occur in stems. Such vascular bundles are again two types, that is collateral and bicollateral. In collateral, you will get one patch of xylem, one patch of phloem. Again, the collateral may be open type or may be closed type. In open type, we will get the cambium, and in closed type, cambium is absent. So, open type of collateral vascular bundle found in dicot stem, whereas closed type of vascular bundle found in monocot stem. So, it is a vascular bundle. देख ये ऊपर रही नील कलर फ्लोएम तले जो गार गार चेक चेक टाइप रही ब्राउन कलर दैट इज xylem and in between the phloem and xylem नाली पैच that is called as cambium. So again type देखो it is collateral and bicollateral. In collateral open type your cambium is present and in particular in closed type cambium is totally absent. And in bicollateral देखो दीटा पैच रही cambium मझीटा एटा हला xylem एवं एटा ऊपर आउ तल तुमर हला कोन ना particularly phloem. So having the outer phloem, inner phloem, outer cambium, inner cambium and one patch of xylem. Then in concentric, either xylem found in center or either phloem found in the center. So if the phloem found in center surrounded by xylem, that is called as amphivasal or we can say leptocentric. If the xylem is found at the center and covered by phloem, that is called as amphicrival or we can say hydrocentric. And particularly in radial, actually what happened, xylem, etala xylem and phloem, they are found in separate radius, and radial type of vascular bundle is a very common feature of root anatomy. Then again jaha kahili bicollateral, two patch of phloem, two patch of cambium, one patch of xylem. So centrally patch is the xylem, above below that is the outer phloem, inner cambium, outer cambium, and above and below that we will get the outer phloem and inner phloem. So that is called as cucurbita stem example. In concentric, amphivasal, amphicribal. In leptocentric, particularly xylem is found, particularly in leptocentric xylem is found around the phloem, and in amphicribal phloem is generally found around the xylem. So in amphicribal xylem is central in position, whereas in amphivasal the phloem is centrally placed. So summarize aji jaha padhilu tako jame summarize kariba. So summary is like this: the plant tissues are broadly classified into meristematic, that is apical, intercalary and lateral, and permanent is simple and complex. The simple tissues are again three types. What are these pile? Now parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma, whereas the complex tissues are xylem and phloem. There are three types of tissue system available in all plants of angiosperm. So that is epidermal tissue system, ground tissue system and vascular tissue system. The epidermal tissue systems are made up of epidermal cells, stomata and epidermal appendages. The ground tissue system forms the main bulk of the plant. It is divided into three zones like cortex, pericycle and pith. The vascular tissue system is formed by the xylem and phloem, and on the basis of presence of cambium, location of xylem and phloem, the vascular bundles are of different types like radial, like conjoint and concentric. Thank you everybody. Thank you.